What is up, guys? Here I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I'm just gonna talk real quick about this phone and what I feel about it. Personally, this phone, I really do like it. I love the colors that Apple chose with this phone. I really do like them. The purple, the midnight purple, is probably my favorite color that they've had in a long time. And this phone feels very heavy, and being heavy makes it good because it feels very premium. When I hold it in my hands, this phone feels very, very good, and it's very, very thin as well. The borders, how they're like this, I don't know what to call this, but when they're like this, they're really, really good, and I like them a lot. So I've had this phone for about a week now, and the user experience for me has probably been one of the best I've had with iPhones. I really like this phone. I do recommend you buying it if you have the money to buy this phone. I do 100% recommend you buying it, not only because it's the new Apple iPhone and their new flagship phone, but because it has brand new features, brand new widgets that you can get with it, and you can how do I say this? You can customize it a lot more than what you can do on Android. But that brings me on to my next topic, the dynamic island that Apple has. So the dynamic island allows you to have more widgets and a lot more things to add to your lock screen. So they focus more on the lock screen and the wallpapers. So you can have a bunch of presets for the wallpapers. You can change the color on the time, from white to red, whatever color you want, whatever fits your background, you can change it, and you can change from background to background instantly. You don't have to go in the settings or go into photos and then choose the photo that you want and then set it as background. You can set it whenever you want, and I really like that feature. So that all sort of comes with iOS 16, but the dynamic island also helps it out a lot. Now, the phone's biggest thing that you're definitely going to tell is the cameras. This phone comes with a 48 megapixel camera, and this camera is absolute to die for. It is a stellar camera that Apple has come to us with, paired with the iOS 16 and their photo etching technology, and how good it makes it look after you take the photo. It just makes the phone look so much better, and the cameras that you take look so much better. Now, the always on display has probably been one of the reasons why this phone, I wouldn't get it for the always on display, but it is a feature that you have. It's good and bad at the same time. You have the always on display, which means you can always see your notifications at all times. So like if you're looking down at your phone, you don't have to click the turn on button and the phone will turn on and you see notification. The phone is always on. But it's also bad because if you're at school or at a workplace and you want your phone off and to keep your privacy, private, your phone will be on, and all the notifications they're gonna see from who you're getting them and from where you're getting them from and stuff like that. Like if you get it from your husband or wife, whatever the case may be, you're gonna see them. So it's a double-edged dagger. So you probably gonna, what I'm saying? I personally, I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna turn it off. I have it off on my phone, but for this video, I turned it on. And I'm pretty sure it also drains the battery on the phone a lot faster. So I don't really like the always on display, but if you like it and you think that's a feature that you're going to use, then go ahead, 100% you like it. But I'm gonna leave this to each user because everybody's different. Me personally though, I don't like the always on display. Now, another big feature that Apple has had with this iPhone 14 Pro Max is the anti-crash system, and that's security. So I'm talking security apart from the Face ID. I'm talking security out in the open. Let's say you're lost in a desert and you have no internet and you need to call a helicopter to come pick you up or something. If you have an iPhone 14, the satellites that Apple owns will connect to your phone and will grant you a limited amount of data for you to call services to come and help you. And the same thing goes for if you get into a car accident and if you crash. If you crash and you can't call 911 if you're like stuck or something, the phone would automatically call 911 or any contact that you choose to call at that first time. So I could choose to call my mom if I get in a crash, and as soon as I get in a crash, the phone will call my mom instantly. But I would leave it as 911, so if I do get in a crash or if I fall from somewhere and the phone detects that, the cops will be alerted and I will get an ambulance and stuff like that, and they will know that I'm in trouble. So again, that's really, really cool if you're stuck out in the open, in the desert or something, or if you're stuck in the jungle, and the Apple satellites will connect to your phone, which is really, really cool that the satellites up in space will connect to your phone, and they'll give you a limited amount of data and connectivity to connect and on-call services to come and help you. So I feel like Apple, that's one of the big features that Apple has had with this phone, that you're able to do this. And again, it's really, really cool, and I like it a lot. So they're making sure that everybody's safe and that everybody has something, you know what I'm saying? So a backup plan if they get into a crash or something. And again, it's really, really cool that Apple did this, especially the part where you can connect to their satellites to come and get you rescued. All right, so now, as I was talking before about this iPhone 14 Pro Max, is the camera. This camera on this iPhone 14 is stellar. Like I said, it is really, really good. It's a 48 megapixel camera, which I'm pretty sure is the biggest camera that Apple has ever had on one of their flagship phones. So this is a 48 megapixel camera. The other cameras, I believe, are 12 megapixels. So again, they're good, but they're not as good as the main camera. The main camera has 48 megapixels, and they added cinematography mode. I think that's what it's called, but it makes your pictures and your videos look so much better, like a lot better. Like I was taking pictures of the forest that we're in right now, and this little park that we're in right now, and the camera just looks so much better. Keep in mind, you can record up to 4K 60 FPS, and that's really, really good. With the coding that iOS has, the operating system makes the pictures as well look a lot more better, and the camera just looks beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Now that the cameras look really, really good, it comes to the problem. This phone gets really, really hot. This phone heats up a lot. When this phone heats up, you feel it on the back. And keep in mind, it heats up like this, and it doesn't even have a case. When you have a case, it's gonna heat up. Like right now, when I was taking pictures, I was in the shade. There was no sun on the phone, and I was taking pictures at 4K and videos at 4K as well, and the phone got really, really hot. All right, guys, so here I have the brand. This is the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I'm using the front camera, and I'm walking. So this is just to test out the stabilization of the frontal camera and to see how much it shakes if I'm holding it with my hand and no tripod or no selfie stick. So I'm holding it out here with my hand, and I'm walking a little bit, and from my side, it's shaking a little. It's shaking a lot. So maybe post and editing, it'll look way better, and it's not as shaky. As you guys can see, I'm in a forest. This looks really, really good. I love the background. Nature's just beautiful. Yeah, for me, it's shaking a lot. Like, I'm shaking my hand a lot. Maybe it's different. Maybe the camera stabilization is a lot better, but this is the frontal camera, and the back camera also has some, which I'm also going to test out. All right, so let me know what you guys think of this iPhone 14 Pro Max. If you guys like this phone, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this little review that I did on it. Let me know what you guys think of the camera, of the anti-crash system, of the fact that they actually connect to the satellites, and the fact that they connect to the satellites, and how fast, you know what I'm saying, that gets you rescued and stuff like that if you're in the desert. But yeah, I feel like Apple did an outstanding job with this phone. See, myself, I have an Android, and I'm going to be switching, or I already did switch, but this is my old phone. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, this is gonna be my main driver from now on. This iPhone 14 Pro Max, and this OnePlus 8T that I used to own will be given away to one of my family members so that they can use it, because this iPhone 14 absolutely blew me away. Before, I was not a big iPhone fan, but now with this phone, I absolutely fell in love. And with all the features that iOS 16 has brought to the table, it sort of levels out Android and iPhone. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.